welcome back to our Facebook Live at Southeastern's Office of Admissions. I'm Emily Bohall. I'm an admissions recruiter here at Southeastern, and I cover Ascension and Livingston parishes as well as our homeschool students. Today we're going to be talking about tips for our high school seniors, our new high school seniors who were juniors last year, have just finished up and are going to be moving into their fall semester as a high school senior, and what you guys need to do as far as college admissions and what's next. So the first things first, a lot of students ask, when will the fall 2021 application be open? That will start opening sometime in September. So making sure that you're checking our application page around the time of September. Usually once we close our fall 2020 app for our past seniors, we then open the new application for the fall of 2021. That can be found on our website at southeastern.edu/apply, APPLY. And if you are a high school senior or a new high school senior, you'll be applying as a beginning freshman. A lot of students will choose graduate student. Technically you will be graduating, but a graduate student is a student who's wanting to earn their master's. You guys are going to be earning your undergraduate, and so you're going to want to apply as a beginning freshman. Another thing too, I'll go ahead and just go over the application admissions requirements. What you guys are going to need is 4 different things. One is completing the core curriculum, so the TOPS core curriculum. That's 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 4 sciences, 4 social studies, 2 foreign languages, and 1 art. The second admissions requirement is going to be a 2.35 cumulative GPA or higher. Cumulative means from freshman all the way to senior year. The third thing is an either or. We're looking for your math or your English subscores on the ACT. So we're looking for either an 18 in English or a 19 in math. Again, it's either one. You do not have to have both to be admitted. And then the fourth thing is also an either or. You either have to have a 21 ACT composite or a 2.0 core GPA. Out of those core classes I mentioned earlier, you have to have at least a 2.0 in those core classes. Again, that's either or a 21 ACT composite or a 2.0 core GPA. If you meet all 4 of those admissions requirements, you would then be accepted into the university. Another thing too is over your senior year, it's really good to start taking the ACT if you haven't already, or to continue taking the ACT. At Southeastern, what we do is we take the highest of each of your composite score, the highest English score you've scored, as well as your math score. So you want to make sure that if you take 5 ACTs total, we'll take the highest composite, highest math, and highest English for class placements, as well as your scholarships. Talking with scholarships with Southeastern, we do have a priority deadline. So if you make us a priority, we make you a priority by giving you a larger amount scholarship. With that, if you're attending for the fall of 2021, you want to make sure you're applying before January 15th of 2021. So again, all you have to do is apply by that deadline. You don't have to have that ACT score just yet. So making sure if you're going to take the ACT again, say in February of 2021, but you've applied before January 15th, you're still eligible for those Southeastern scholarship amounts. You can check out more of our Southeastern scholarships by going to southeastern.edu/scholarships with an S at the end. Again, that's priority deadline. That's going to be January 15th of 2021 if you are a high school senior now. Our next thing is GPA definitely matters. Right now, at this point in time, your senior year, you're wanting to have fun, you're wanting to continue learning, but also too, you want to make sure that your grades are still good. With the GPA, it's going to make sure you're going to stay pretty consistent with what you have, or increasing your GPA as well. So you can't go back, so you can only go forward. So make sure that you're doing really well in your future classes as a senior. Again, the earlier the better for applying. Again, applications will open sometime in September of this year for our fall of 2021 students. The earlier the better, earlier for the priority scholarship I mentioned, but also too, the earlier you apply, the earlier you're accepted, and then you can apply for housing if you're interested in on-campus housing. That generally opens in December of this year, so making sure that you have all of your documents turned in. What documents do you need? You're going to need ACT scores, official ACT scores. Those can come from the ACT.org website. Or if you've signed up for the ACT, making sure you put Southeastern as a school to send it to electronically. That is done for free. You can choose up to 4 locations to send it to We'd hate for you to have to pay for it at a later date, so making sure you put Southeastern as one of those schools to receive your ACT scores. The next thing you'll need is your immunization records. I know right now is a really weird time with COVID-19 to receive those immunization records, but if you have access to do so, or your doctor's office can send it to you electronically, you can go ahead and turn those in once you apply in September. And then the third thing we'll need is also a high school transcript. Generally, we can pull that from our state system, but if you are able to have that and have it on file, you can also send that to us once you apply in September. Our next thing too, so as a senior, there are a couple of opportunities you can take as a high school student to earn college credit at Southeastern. A few of those things, dual enrollment through your high school. A lot of our high schools in the surrounding area do have Southeastern as their partnership with dual enrollment, so making sure to check with your high school or your high school counselor over the summer or when you start in the fall to see if dual enrollment is eligible at your school, and if it's done either through Southeastern, or you could take it at any other college or university that your high school is partnered with. Just making sure when you complete that class, you do submit an official transcript from that other college or institution. If it's with Southeastern, we'll already have your grades and you won't have to worry about sending us a transcript. And then our other program that we have is our Scholars program, Southeastern Scholars. You do have to have an ACT composite of a 24 and a cumulative GPA of a 3.0. With that, students can take courses here at Southeastern. You do have to have permission from your high school, which we do have a form you can fill out when you do apply for that. The application for that is also under southeastern.edu/apply, and it's under the high school programs. You'll see it's one of our first programs listed for high school students. Again, there are two applications, one online you'll need to fill out for us to see that you're going to be a student, you're wanting to be a student, and then the second one is the paper application as well. Again, you'll have to have a 24 ACT composite for that and a 3.0 cumulative GPA. You do actually get 6 hours of tuition waived for the Southeastern Scholars program. So if you do meet those requirements, it's definitely an opportunity to take. You could take classes up to, you could do a full-time student, but you'll get paid tuition waiver for up to 6 hours, which is 2 courses generally. Most of our students who are in the program take at least 1 or 2 courses in their fall semester as well as their spring semester too. And you guys can start applying for the fall 2020 if you're wanting to take the Scholars program. You can actually start applying for that now. Again, if you guys have any questions, you can add them in the comments. We're also going to add a lot of the links that we talked about in the comments as well. Again, if you are a current or a new high school senior, you can apply in September for the fall of 2021. And then, that's really hard to say. And then also too, making sure you're taking ACT. ACT scores are sent to Southeastern. You can either do that when you sign up for ACT, choosing Southeastern to send it to, or if you have a copy of your official score report, you can send it to your admissions recruiter. Also, GPA definitely matters, especially in your senior year. It's really hard. I know as a freshman and sophomore, that's kind of where your GPA starts, and then as it goes, you just want to continue to increase it or keep a great GPA. And then also too, the earlier the better you apply. Applications open in September. The earlier you apply, you're accepted earlier, as well as housing opportunities earlier, and our scholarship, our priority scholarship. The deadline to apply is January 15th. All you have to do is apply. You don't have to apply a separate application for scholarships. It's just you apply to the university before January 15th, and you'll be eligible for that depending on your ACT and your GPA. And also too, our high school programs, our dual enrollment program, that again is going to be through your high school. So check with your high school to see if they have that with Southeastern, as well as the Southeastern Scholars program, which is all located on our application page, southeastern.edu/apply under high school programs. If you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. If not, you guys have a good day. Line up.